We'll take a look at it. We will take a look at it, I say. May or may not actually do it, though. I mean, it is primarily flat. No, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Well, welcome to the subway station, and welcome to the new VOD, VOD watchers. And if I can suppress my hunger long enough, because that's the only reason that I wouldn't be able to finish this, is that after about now, I'm not going to be able to get any more food. So I need to be careful, because if I get really, really hungry, it'll just become straight up impossible for me to sleep. I'm telling y'all, I am committed to finishing this game before the end of my freaking life. I'm gonna need metal cleaner for this. Okay, and then I'm actually going to use multi-purpose cleaner on this floor because that'll make my life significantly easier if I can just do this. Bro's back at it again. I am. I just started this job too. This is a $2,000 job. Bro cannot lay off of streaming. It's not streaming. It's I really need to finish this game before my college classes start. Alright, I have missed enough of this that it is not counting it. Wonder if I could have just done this from the beginning. Can never decide if cleaner is worth it or not. You got the urban too? Nice. So happy. Yeah, that one's actually really good. Train, yes. It is train time. Again, I just started this one. This is a $2,000 job. This is the most I'll ever be paid for, or I've ever been paid for a job. I don't know if it's technically the biggest, though. Or the longest. But I've locked myself in for it. If I get hungry, I'm screwed. Because now no longer can I go downstairs and get food. I don't know if maybe they misspelled dust, but all of this is rust. They're individual floors? Why are the pillars made of metal? Literally an entire subway station is just made out of concrete. Why is there so much metal down here? Milkshake. I love how milkshake is an entire category of stain. Okay. Don't you just love the... Oh, it's the subway map? This is a map? Jesus. Wait, watch this. That was previously illegible. There was actually no shot you were ever reading that. Train schedule board. Crazy. I wish I could attach metal cleaner to this nozzle, which, like, you totally should be able to do. You're back. Cool. Very little happened while you were gone. Oh, Lord. I feel like I've been making good progress, and I'm only 8% done. Uh-oh. Glass of water and take your dog in. Cool. You need 300 beans? I need 1 billion beans, dude. I'll never have enough beans. You'll hook me up? Bro, if I get a Bush's sponsorship, I'm gonna take a bath in baked beans. I'm gonna fill a bathtub with baked beans and get in it. And of course, it's gonna be live. You're in contact with Bush's? Don't you be stealing my sponsorship. And I'm like dead serious about that. Like, I will be doing that if I get the sponsorship. They would have to send me a very large quantity of beans, because I could never get that many beans in store without raising significant alarm. And probably for good reason. Like, one man probably should not buy that many beans. I think they just don't understand the art that is beans. I love when the power washer comes out of my dick. Dude, I could power wash like this for the rest of my life. I also feel like this job would be better done with, like, again, a surface cleaner. Like, those do exist. You have Bush's support up right now? Don't be stealing my sponsorship. I wish you were that powerful, dude. What are my favorite beans? Like, favorite flavor of them? Bourbon and brown sugar, if that's the question you're asking. I would probably just fill the bath with original, though. Sometimes it is nice to just be quiet. Slow down a little bit. Take in the power washing. Excuse me. What do you mean you're filling this out? Dude, I got a whole plan, so don't you actually be doing some shit. I have an actual, like, plan for how I want to submit my stuff to them. A support page? What? But what is that gonna do for you, dog? Check Discord. Unfortunately, I don't check Discord during streams, so I'll have to check that probably tomorrow. Because immediately after the stream, I am going the fuck to sleep. I don't check Discord during streams. Sorry, man. I'm busy with the game. You do? Well, look at where it got you. I don't do anything to distract from the gameplay at hand. Got you somewhere, I don't know where. It's a contact page for bushes. I'm sure I've been there. 100% I've been to that link that you sent me. The reason I haven't filled anything out yet is because I'm afraid of the response that they'll probably give which is that they don't do creator sponsorships. And also, how would they sponsor me? You know, what would that do for them? It would do something for them, but what would it do for me? And would they want to actually sign into a contract with an 18-year-old Twitch streamer who still lives with his parents? We're getting that collab. I mean, it doesn't really matter what I say. It matters what says. You make the rules everywhere? Fair enough. You can make anything happen. I wish that were true. You have a very naive view of the world, even as a joke. It's youthful and it's lovely, but it's unrealistic. There is literally nothing you can do. Literally nothing. And I appreciate your enthusiasm. But it doesn't change the fact that there's nothing you can do. I'll watch. It's not going to happen, though, dog. I wouldn't get your hopes up in proving me wrong. And either way, I win. Either you prove me wrong and I win because I get the sponsorship, or you prove me right and I win because I'm right. You see these battles? These battles are the good ones because when we fight them, because we literally always win. Ow, my arm. Ugh. Oh, Lord. 28 minutes in and only 17% done. We're going at less than 1% a minute. Oh, Lord. And it's only going to get slower, too. Man threatens Bush spectators asking for a collab. My ass is starting to hurt. Bring your imaginary friends. Are they just your fucking alt accounts? No? Alright, sure, bud. Do you have, like, fucking multiple personalities disorder? Yeah, okay, nice. They're coming, hold up. Oh my god, it's a light bar. I didn't even know there were lights in here. This place is gonna look pretty crazy though once it's done. Oh lord. I mean, if you give like bits or a sub, I think it does that. Just saying. Bro, I'm poor. I'm poor too, as he sits in his DX Racer. This is a pretty impressive amount of graffiti. I love how there's grime and grime stains as well. Yes, wall. Why did that take so long, dog? Jesus. What were you waiting on? What was the 80 beans for? Computer having a stroke. Relatable. You're gonna make me have to drink water. You're not even gonna, like, change the light color, which you can't even see right now. Because of how I'm turned. So that would be a bit of a scam. Worse, you're gonna give yourself a cookie? Again? That's an option. Give it to an imaginary friend. So yourself. Oh god, it doesn't even do anything anymore. Double it and give it to the next person. I've actually thought about going out in the real world with tiny cans of beans and, like, having my brother record and just going around asking people if they want a can of beans, and if they say yes, they have to be followed. They have to follow me on Twitch, and then they get a free fucking can of beans. I would do that, but that's so out of touch. Like, I'm sure it would get views too, and that's the problem. But, like, imagine I run into someone who's actually homeless, and I offer them a can of beans, and then I say, psych, you gotta follow me on Twitch, and they're like, dog, what even is that? And then I get to feel like an asshole for the rest of my life, because I actually have feelings, unlike most content creators. Just get to feel like a terrible person. Wait, what time do these say? They say 2... I almost said 2:45. 2:50? No, but the hour hand isn't even in the right spot. Does that say new date or new gate? I'm assuming it says new date. You can sneeze with your eyes open. Congratulations. Yeah, I might have fucked up. Because I'm getting a percent every 2 minutes, which means I have 160 minutes left. Which is almost 3 hours. This is gonna have to be multi-part. Yeah, you can drink a carton of milk in 3 seconds, but can you not throw up afterwards? It's just not true. That's physically impossible. You can divide by 0? I mean, I can too. I took calculus. It's just really fucking hard. And completely impractical too, because you can't do it in any finite situation. You can't effectively divide by 0. Alright, man, now you're taking it too far. Lamau. I can't do this anymore. I gotta go to sleep or something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to split this VOD. Bye, VOD watchers. I love you. I'll see you fucking next time. I know. 11 a.m. 11 a.m. and twitch.tv/LuBabo5 is live. Dude, I want to beat this game so bad. Do you see? We're over 3/4 of the way done. We can friggin' beat this game today if I just play it nonstop. We're gonna clean the subway platform. We're gonna resume cleaning the subway platform. I know I'm probably not gonna have any semblance of viewers this entire stream, but I'm okay with that. I've balanced these risks in my mind. And I'm okay with them. I gotta think. What am I doing here? I wanted to... Oh, I know what I want to do. I didn't want to start recording that early. Alright, we're resuming cleaning the subway platform. I think where we left off was... Oh, it's too loud. I did not mean to press all of those buttons. But we left off just cleaning this platform floor. This is pretty much what I would be doing today anyways, except I would just be playing Astroneer. Because school has not yet started for me. It will start soon, I swear to God, I will be busy. I know you all are so jealous of the fact that I don't work for a living. But I swear to God, I do. It just has yet to start. And then when it starts, holy fuck, I'll have no time. But yeah, I think this... The problem I was having with the subway platform was that it was taking me 2 minutes to clean 1%. So I have 160 minutes left on this job. And that's at least. But now I'm hoping I have enough time today to actually, like, straight up finish the game. Because I don't have any pressing, like, appointments or anything. At 4 o'clock, I will have to leave. But I don't think there's any situation where I'm live for 5 hours straight. Just because I'll remind y'all that I get anxious when I don't do stuff in a day. Even if I'm not actually doing stuff off stream, I get anxious when all I do in a day is stream. Because I feel useless. It's a great feeling, guys. Streaming is amazing. You feel super useful. You feel like you value your family so much. It's a whole thing. Ooh, I've been thinking about writing a script for a new video. I've been thinking about writing a script for a video about wilderness therapy. And specifically my time in it. And that one's going to be really short. And then I want to write another video later down the line of how I feel about people's distaste for it now. Because, like, people are really shitting on wilderness therapy now. And saying, like, people are getting, like, sexually harassed and everything in it. And my wilderness therapy that I went to actually just shut down back in June. Which was really upsetting for me to hear, by the way. That was really hard news to take. Which may be hard to understand for those who aren't in wilderness therapy, but it was really, really hard to hear. Oh, I got the platform floor. The tactile platform floor. I know I'm walking at an angle. It's okay. Oh, I just got that tactile platform floor, too. Dang. Dude, I freaking love Pokemon Black. I can't wait to play it when I actually have time on stream. And, like, I'm committed to beating the game. Because I keep trying to do, like, Nuzlocke stuff with it, and that's just never gonna work. Pokemon Black takes so fucking long to beat. I'm gonna have to keep swapping out my AirPods, because I didn't charge them last night. And the music from Pokemon Black is just to die for, dog. I'm gonna want Metal Cleaner for this. just to make my life much easier here. Okay, now I'm gonna switch to 15 degree. No, I'm gonna switch to the turbo nozzle. Yep. Okay, sweet. Jesus. Catman? Dirty always lies? I'll clean up Caldera City. Oh, it's called Caldera City? Well, yeah, no fucking wonder there's a volcano. Washingham, Caldera City. Scoria Line, Muckingham Line, Blemishingen Line, Sparkleton? I wonder if they're super... Oh, yeah. Bucketon, Spongily, Lubra City, Suds East, Sprayers, Moppingham, Basaltimore. That's really funny, actually. That's really funny. Hey, Wicked, how's it going, my man? This is probably the earliest I've streamed since my 12-hour stream 3 years ago. 2 years ago. 3 years ago? No, that was about 3 years ago. Just woke up to your phone saying Lubabu5 is live on Twitch. I'm live. I'm alive. It's alive. What's the occasion? I want to fucking beat this game. So badly, I want to beat this game. That's literally it. I'm going to beat this game today. Am I tired? Is that what you're asking? Also, I wanna show you this. Check out the names of these cities. So of course we're in Muckingham, Pumpton, Detergento, Power Falls. This is the Fumarole, La Harlem. No, I'm not doing another 12-hour stream. Not happening. That's not even a joke. Caldera City. Caldera is the like ring of a volcano at the top. It's like the rim of the volcano, if I'm not mistaken. And then there's Basaltimore. Basalt is like lava rock. There's Washingham. Then there's Sparkleton. Blemishingen. Ah, I just got it. Dude, why so early and I'm late? I want to finish this fucking game. Genuinely, that's it. Michigan. Basaltimore. Which is crazy because this whole place, or the developers are British. What did I miss on this floor? Yeah, if y'all have, like, shit to do today, you should go do that. The theme is noticeable. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, though. Nice. Some of this dirt is really ingrained. I'll get you with that water in a moment. Okay, this is sparkling water. Swear to God. Swear to God, it's sparkling water. Refreshing. Nice. Oh, I already cleaned that. Nice. Good, you gotta stay hydrated. Would have to go to the store to get a few things. You'll join sometime else? Yeah, for sure, man. Have a good one. You're lurking for now? Sounds good. Not much is happening here, so I understand it. The endgame PowerWash simulator is a little monotonous and repetitive. So I do not blame you. That's why I want to get this game done with. Thanks, man. Oh, wait, I do have something at 2:30. Shit. Well, let's hope this game doesn't go that long. Just remembered, I 100% do have something at 2:30. Bro, 17 minutes in, we've cleaned an extra 10%. This is ridiculous. And, like, I am non-stop cleaning, too. Now, how much of this is really left? There we go. Come on, dude. How is this thing so big? How is this place so enormous? Okay. I can do this, dude. I can beat this freaking game. This game will not beat me. Bro, what? How? I'm using that nozzle and it's not cleaning it immediately? Bro, I have to clean this whole fucking ceiling too. Oh my god, this is absurd. There is just so much to clean. You were playing a game with a friend, but he had to go? You know what? I might should see if someone wants to co-op PowerWash Simulator. Holy fuck, dude. Like, my normal techniques just don't work on this place. Because it'll always leave a little bit left behind. Or there will always be a little bit left behind. Do I know what a Metroidvania is? Yes, roughly. I couldn't give you an example of one, but I do know the concept of a Metroidvania. Are Metroid and Castlevania examples of Metroidvanias? Okay, then yes. For some reason I thought that a Metroidvania was a, somehow like a combination of the two. Have you seen the Metroid, Super Metroid Link to the Past thing? Oh, Hollow Knight for sure, yeah. Hollow Knight's a great example, actually. Have you seen the Super Metroid crossed with a Link to the Past randomizer? You should check it out on Games Done Quick. They have a really fun speedrun of it. At least the track isn't super rusty. No. I literally just woke up. I don't mean that as an excuse. I'm just saying I literally just woke up. I should have watched it, though. I didn't just wake up. I should have watched it. I want to say I've seen it before because I recognized the thumbnail. Like, vaguely. It was sort of like a deja vu thing. Nice, got the track. Do I enjoy tower defense games? Yeah, sometimes. I have to be in the right mood for them. I've been casually playing Bloons 6 on my Mac. Okay, I've actually gotten a multiple % cleaned quite quickly by cleaning the tunnel floors. I am not excited to have to do all of this again, but looking up. Today's chat is a lot more sane. You got BTD6 free on Epic Games? I got BTD6 ages ago. I might have gotten BTD6 before Epic Games was, like, super highly downloaded. Like, I got BTD6 on PC the same time I got BTD5. No, I got BTD5 earlier than that, actually. I got BTD5 to try and mod it. It didn't end up working because I was stupid. I was like 10 fucking years old. I've been thinking about doing a BTD stream where I literally just play the game, but the whole premise is that I can't swear because I need to make a kid-friendly YouTube video. Because YouTube loves recommending videos that are made for kids. Uh-oh. Nice. There are 3 tracks. I don't remember why that is. I think it's Lenny. I think Lenny is the harbinger of chaos. Also, that word is pronounced harbinger. It's not harbinger. Because harbinger sounds stupid. Which I understand if you say that if English isn't your first language. But if you say harbinger, or if you say harbinger, and you speak English as your first language, you are just doing something wrong. It is harbinger. It is not harbinger. It's also not harbinger. I don't think anyone says that, though. It's harbinger. Also, yes, as in you think that harbinger is pronounced harbinger, or Lenny is the harbinger of chaos? You're gonna lurk? Sounds good, my friend. Ignore that I asked you a question. Lenny is chaos? Yeah. H-A-R-B-I-N-G-E-R, by the way. I'm assuming since you didn't use the word that you are not sure how it's spelled. H-A-R-B-I-N-G-E-R. Yeah. That is correct, my friend. Mein friend. Do 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 do. This is 12 p.m. That's not the time it is right now. It's 11 a.m. Is there a 24-hour Animal Crossing stream going? Because if not, I feel like I need to make that. Like, all it does is stream the Animal Crossing music. And it changes, like, on the hour. It just streams the Animal Crossing music for the going hour. I feel like that concept already exists. If it doesn't, though, that is marketable as hell. I once had a math teacher, actually a very well-known math teacher in the state. Just happens to work at my school, teach at my school. I'm also going to ask her for a letter of recommendation for college. She once said that I have a very marketable full name. My first name is Ben. I'm not going to say what my last name is. But I've talked about the fact that my first name is Ben before. That already happened. That name reveal already occurred. Tell me I won't tell. Unfortunately, no. Not even because I don't trust you. I would say, like, not even because I don't trust you. It's that the VOD, the VOD gets uploaded to YouTube. It's that I wouldn't DM it to you either. It's just information. I know you wouldn't tell. I 100% trust you. I'm still not telling you my first name or my last name. I'm not. No one on the internet knows my last name. 0 people on the internet know my last name, and I would like to keep it that way for about as long as possible, because it's just not necessary information. Nobody needs to know what my last name is. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Even the biggest mistake of my life doesn't know my last name. I know her last name. Not a child, no. I can word it like an anime title. That time that time I fell in love with an evangelical Christian. Oh my god, that's too funny. The time I got reincarnated as a slime. The time I fell in love with an evangelical Christian. Why does it work? Why would that work as an anime title? My life is an anime. My god, that sounds horrifying. You know what's even more horrifying? Put yourself in my shoes real quick. I am an atheistic man. Like, strictly atheistic. I believe... I believe there is no God, and that everything can be firmly explained through science. The only thing I believe I cannot explain to you right now, I believe you can ask me any scientific question about anything. Thank you for blessing me. Wait. That's so circular. Thank you for blessing me. I don't believe in God. But no, I believe that there is a scientific explanation for every single thing that happens in the universe. The only thing I cannot explain to you is how the universe began. But other than that, if you ask me a question, I guarantee you I either know the answer off the top of my head, or I can research it and give you a pretty quick answer. But I am 100% sure that there is no God. There is no God. Now, am I 100% sure that there is not something that may control what humans call randomness? No, I'm not sure of that. What we call luck, what we call random, what we call fortune, what's in the center of a black hole, it's just really densely packed matter. Like, there is something there. It's the same thing. It's just really densely packed matter. Like, there's nothing special about black holes. They're just really powerful neutron stars. But, like, why can't you see black holes? I can also explain that. Light functions as both a wave and a particle, which means that as a wave, it transfers energy. Waves do not experience gravity. Particles do. So, light's particle-like motion... It's fine, man. Dude, I get it. English fucking sucks sometimes. Light's particle motion... My god, I can't spell. Oh my god, dude. Oh my all bean. I do believe in a bean god. I believe all bean saved me during the sodium explosion. What happened back in 99? The Great Sodium Explosion of 99. Well, that's valuable information. Albean is our... What sodium explosion? The stream, the chemistry stream. You know it, you were there. We were all there. The stream we don't talk about that I keep talking about. It didn't. Didn't happen. Nothing happened that day. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, Albean saved me on that day. That's the reason I didn't have a piece of glass inside of my aorta. That's the big artery that it's literally like this fucking thick, that travels through the center of your body and supplies blood to your lower extremities. The biggest artery. Hey, I don't know what people know. I can explain the evolutionary pathway that it took for humans to exist. I can explain how humans are not the worst thing to happen to the Earth. I can explain how... Actually, sorry. Other way around. I can explain how humans will be the largest mass extinction event in the history of planet Earth. Do it. Do both of those. Okay, so when the Earth was forming, let's actually start with how the moon formed. So scientists say that during the Earth's formation, a Mars-sized planetary mass hit the Earth while both were completely molten. I believe it was Venus-sized, slightly bigger, but that's besides the point. We know this because the moon shares some chemical properties. The surface of the moon shares chemical properties with the surface of the Earth. Which we know means that part of the moon came from the Earth. When the two collided, Earth got rings, essentially. But the particles were too big to become like Saturn's rings. Saturn's rings are made up of very tiny particles. Tiny in the grand scheme of space, but still particles that are larger than humans. And because these particles were big, they started colliding with each other, meaning that they would start to coalesce. The word coalesce means come together and form one larger body. That became the moon. Now, after the moon formed, everything started cooling on the Earth, because we started getting hit by asteroids that had water in them. Among the asteroids with water in them, or possibly other asteroids, came bundles of carbon and hydrogen. These bundles of carbon and hydrogen were very, very complex. Very cool, literally. These bundles of carbon and hydrogen were very, very complex and became proteins. Now, what is the importance of proteins in this story? Well, proteins are a building block of life. So these proteins happened to come together and form phytoplankton. Why are they called phytoplankton? Phyto meaning plant-like, I guess. Phyto meaning plant, and plankton meaning small organism. They were small organisms, basically bacteria-sized, actually smaller, that functioned like plants. They would take in carbon dioxide from when it was raining space rocks, and they would turn it into oxygen. These phytoplankton propagated very, very quickly throughout the ocean. And then, over time, because they were dividing so quickly, mutations began occurring. So there were some phytoplankton that were even more adept at turning carbon dioxide into oxygen and making their own food while at it. So basically, the first form of life was already able to do photosynthesis. As they divided quickly, mutations began occurring, partially because of the sheer amount of UV radiation they were taking in. As this happened, as they created oxygen, first of all, the sky turned blue, which is crazy. The sky was previously gray, partially because of all the water vapor, but mostly because of the lack of oxygen. But all of the oxygen came together and said, hey, let's make the sky blue. And then, following that, the Earth was like, hey, I don't like being a crazy, laser. Or the sun was like, hey, Earth, I'm going to keep frying you. And the Earth was like, hey, that's not cool. So what started happening is, in the presence of high frequency UV radiation and high amplitude UV radiation. Why is this flashing? Crazy. I didn't mean to click that. In the presence of high amplitude and high frequency, high energy, basically, UV radiation, 3 diatomic molecules of oxygen gas become 2O3, 2 molecules of ozone. Ozone is an unstable molecule, which means it is in constant equilibrium, where ozone breaks down into oxygen gas, O2, and O2 is turned into O3 by the sun's UV rays. The reason that the ozone layer is dying is because we're blocking out the sun's UV rays with all of our emissions. And that means that the ozone layer is no longer protecting us from the other radiation that the sun produces, like gamma radiation. Because ozone is a radiation hog. It friggin' loves the stuff. But then so all those mutations in the phytoplankton meant that we got a new thing. We got a new organism. Zooplankton. Zoo, referring to animals, and plankton still being a small organism. Zooplankton turned oxygen into carbon dioxide, creating the world's first equilibrium in life. Zooplankton also ate phytoplankton. So they did not require photosynthesis because they would hunt phytoplankton. So this was also the first predator-prey relationship. At this point, there's about 100 times more phytoplankton than zooplankton. And eventually the phytoplankton start growing like a hive mind sort of system and create the world's first multicellular organism, stromatolite, which was the first, basically, seaweed. It wasn't seaweed, though. They were like underwater mushrooms, almost. But they were green, and that was the important part. Beyond that, I mean, now you have plants. Let's talk about how animals came about. Zooplankton came together. So, sort of fungus, but they're still plants. They still have chloroplasts. Their cell wall is still made of cellulose, not chitin, which is what fungus cell walls are made out of. And don't ask me how fungus came about, because that would be one that I'd have to research. I know they came about sort of like how plants did. Chitin is a protein. Cellulose is just a molecule. Just a regular organic molecule. So basically, it was more beneficial for plants to have a protein cell wall, so fungus came about. But fish. The first organism, the first animal I want to say was a jellyfish? Could be wrong about that. But that was a really easy thing easy thing to happen. Because jellyfish don't have muscles, so they're pretty much just a collection of zooplankton with a purpose. So some of them would create a protein that would sting in their tentacles, so it would ward off predators when that became more important. But over time, these jellyfish evolved to have muscles. They became fish. Fish got bigger, we got sharks, we got all sorts of crazy water stuff. And then the plants moved onto land, because all the ozone meant that you could leave the water. So the plants moved on land, because the plants were getting eaten by the animals in the water. So they can live freely out of water. So what happened? The animals went with them. Fish that were capable of surviving short periods of time outside of water, meaning they grew small appendages that started as just little nubbins, meant that they could leave the water and go hunt for plants. With no competition, because there were no other animals there. Over time, these little nubbins grew into basically feet. And bam, you have like alligator-type creatures. You have the first reptiles, basically. crazy how we got here, right? But it makes sense. It wasn't no God put them here. They just evolution just makes sense. You just have to think about it. So plants get bigger, animals get bigger, bam, you have a problem. Everything's too big. So what do we start seeing? We start seeing these big animals start needing more energy than they can physically eat, and they start dying. So we now see the Earth basically tell us how big the biggest thing can get. But we'll still get bigger than it. Oh, of course. Because what's our solution? Need less energy, which is how you got things like giant sloths, which is how you got things like brontosauruses or brachiosaurs, which are the really big dinosaurs with the really long necks. Right now, mammals are not really a thing. We have, amongst the dinosaurs, which have formed because the lizards, like alligators, just got really fucking big and stopped going in the water. Also, eggs developed around this time. Like eggs, not like just little like frog spawn eggs. Like actual eggs with shells. You have to have the baby in the water, right? So you put water in the egg, put the baby in the egg in the water. Yes, I'm quoting the history of the world, I guess. And then you put the egg on land, put the water in the egg, baby in the water, in the egg, in the water. It just makes sense. So now, these what are technically amphibians no longer have to go into the water to have babies. Still quoting the history of the world. You also get the Cambrian explosion. Sorry, I forgot about them. They happened before the dinosaurs. Cambrian explosion. Holy fucking variety in the ocean. Animalicaris came about. It's a really big fucking shrimp. World's most effective predator. Also, it got too big and it died. They had a mouth that was circular, and on the underside of their body, and they could crack through trilobites with their pincers, because they were almost like a mantis shrimp, like pistol shrimp or whatever, and they had these two things on the front of them that were like literally like as long as my arms. And they would pick up like a trilobite, like almost like if you've ever seen a horseshoe crab, that's a trilobite, or like Kabuto in Pokemon. The same concept. They're trilobites. So with these trilobites, predators, Animalicaris, world's greatest predator. It just cracked straight through their pure keratin shells. So think like cracking through something harder than a turtle shell. Problem is they were too big and required too much energy, and then they died out. Holy shit, did I finish this like whole side? Damn. Alright, time to do it all over again. Yes, very wet still. Everything's very wet still. So, yeah, flashback to us, we're back on land. Dinosaurs determine that if they have feathers, they can protect themselves, and they can also be more aerodynamic. Velociraptors, they're the first ones to have feathers, or the ancestors to velociraptors. They're the first ones to have feathers. These feathers become feathered appendages. These feathered appendages become wings. Now, all of a sudden, the next world's greatest predator can fly. Archaeopteryx. It can fly. It's the first bird. It's really terrible at flying, though. But why does it fly? Why did flying become so awesome? Well, because what's going to get it? It's the first thing that can fly. What are its predators? Oh, now it's other things that can fly. Also, they're too big, and they're really bad at flying. Also, they have to land quite frequently. But at the time, when they first came about, they were so OP. But they were also... They did not hunt like a T-Rex. They were just a thing. They were content with getting as much food as they needed. Also, around this time, we get fur. Around the time we get feathers, or shortly after we get feathers, and by shortly after I mean millions of years. We're talking over the course of millions and millions and millions of years. So, around the time we get feathers, after the time we get feathers, we get fur. We get mice. Really tiny mammals. They're warm-blooded. That's the important thing. But the Earth is really fucking hot right now. So the biggest warm-blooded creature you can have is about the size of a mouse. Then a meteor hits the Earth. Oops. Then the ice ages happen. And all of a sudden, it's really, really beneficial to be warm-blooded. Because all the dinosaurs are gone because they got too big and too cold. All of a sudden, it's really beneficial to be warm-blooded. And basically, the entire process happens again, except instead of starting with fish, you start with mice. So now you get things like saber-toothed tigers, you get things like woolly mammoths. Basically, the more resistant you could be to cold, the better. Monkeys. You got monkeys. What's the difference between a monkey and an elephant? Opposable thumbs. Absolutely broken in the evolutionary, like, battle royale. I just mean mammalian-wise. You have tigers, you have lions, you have bears, you have elephants. They all walk on all fours. And they have all of their fingers on the same plane. And they're not multi-jointed. So they have basically a claw, and that's about it. Monkeys come about because of a mutation. Just like how there are humans with 6 fingers, monkeys came about because there were random mammals with 5 fingers. Except one of the fingers started drifting. So basically our hands would have looked like this, basically, if you move my thumb to like be right here. This is what our hands would have looked like. And then that thumb started drifting down over time. And then now we have opposable thumbs. Now, what can we do? Polydactyly, yeah. So now what can we do? We can grab. Monkeys can grab. They grab onto trees. They also have a cortex. What's a cortex? It's an outer layer of the brain. It's the difference between a smooth dog brain and a slightly wrinkled monkey brain. So we can all of a sudden process how to use tools. Australopithecus comes about. Australopithecus is the first example we even remotely have of early humans. Australopithecus is... They still walk on... They can walk on 2 legs, But they don't. They don't. They usually just walk on 4 still. Then they decide, hey, let's walk on 2 legs. Let's be tall so we can reach the tops of trees. Homo erectus, the first to stand erect, upright. And then it just takes off from there. Homo erectus becomes Cro-Magnon. Cro-Magnon, they just have more brain, I think. I don't remember. Homo erectus, or Cro-Magnon becomes... Actually, Australopithecus might have become Cro-Magnon. I don't fully remember that progression. But then you have Homo habilis, first to use tools. And then you have Homo sapiens. And actually now, we are not Homo sapiens. Only because of a subspecies. So, of course, we all know domain, kingdom, phylum. Then there's also order, class, family, I think. I might have gotten that out of order. It's been a while since I've taken literally 9th grade biology. But it's... I realize that the track is already clean. I'm just cleaning random stuff now. Why are some of these really hard to get up? So now we are not... Evolution does get faster and faster. Well, because we started confusing evolution with adaptation. So, the difference between Homo erectus and Homo habilis is really just an adaptation. Oh, Homo sapiens, by the way, we have a neocortex, which is, true to its name, a new cortex. It's even more outer layer and even more wrinkly. It is so wrinkly. Holy shit. But yeah, we are not Homo sapiens. We are a subspecies. Modern humans are Homo sapiens sapiens. And the singular of Homo sapiens is not Homo sapien. It is still Homo sapiens. Because the S does not come from a pluralization. The S comes from Latin. Or Greek. Can't remember which. So yeah, I just took you from plankton to human. I just taught you what would otherwise be about a week in biology class. Do you have any questions? Or any specific things you want to know how they came about? All I can probably do is theorize them with a really good explanation. Just joined for the first time and this has been so interesting. Dude, how long have you been here? Salient, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. If you enjoyed the explanation, a follow would be very much appreciated. You were sat here for like 20 minutes. Oh my god, dude, I love that. Didn't want to ruin the flow by chatting. Honestly, I appreciate that because I totally would have forgotten what I was saying. Oh my god. Oh, how you doing today? Oh, I knew I recognized your name. I knew I recognized your name. But nice to see you, my man. Awesome. Good to hear you're doing good. I'm always so curious to ask viewers, what time is it for you? Because a lot of the time, these earlier streams are not the typical time zones that I see. It's 5 p.m. So you are on the west coast of Europe, so probably the UK. Possibly Spain. Maybe Ireland. If you're Irish, that's super cool. UK? Nice. Yeah, I tend to get a lot more Europe in these later streams. Or, sorry, much earlier streams. In these very, very early streams, I get UK. Arthur, do you want to talk about where you live? Time zone wise, and the reason you're here? So basically, for you, I've streamed twice today. You're a great speaker. That's the most I've been engaged with anything biology related. Dude, that means so much. That's the kindest thing someone said to me in a while. Holy shit. Oh my god, yes. I actually have a speaking voice. You can tell I'm happy because my voice is actually cracking. That's awesome. I'm so glad I could make that entertaining for you. If there's anything else you want me to... 7 p.m., that's crazy. If there's anything else you want me to explain in the best way that I can try, for sure. So in the time zone of Latvia. Do you not want to talk about where you actually are? It's the same time zone. I'm only asking, so... Oh, okay. Well, you could have just said that. It's like midnight in China. I think. Somebody fact check me. What time is it in China? China only has 1 or 2 time zones. Even though they're the size of a country with 4. But their people don't complain because if they complain, they get shot. It's the perfect game to watch for talks like that. Apparently, it's the perfect game for me to play while talking about stuff like that. I didn't know I could focus on this game while talking about like something that complex. I play a game called Birthday's the Beginning, which I plan to play on stream at some point. It's really old at this point. How do I say good morning in Lithuanian? Please tell me. I want to be educated. I can say good morning in a few languages. Can you put that in, like, Roman character? No, that is Roman characters. That's not what I mean. Can you, like, put that phonetically? How would I say that? Like, if you were to spell the pronunciation like an English word, how would I say that? Lavas retas? Ritas? Retas? Lavas retas? The hardest part for a lot of English speakers when it comes to, I don't remember what pronunciation I said second. I said it so many times. The hardest part for a lot of English speakers learning another language is the rolled R. So if I were, it's like with a, like, retry, okay. But, like, if I were to say retry, I don't say retry, I say retry. There's no tongue involved in that R sound. So, but for English speakers, that's, like, we don't pronounce a hard R. That's probably a poor way of saying that. But we don't pronounce R's that way. But when I see something like that, I assume it's re, ru, 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 ritas. In Russian, it's the same thing, like ruski. In Japanese, I've got to think of a word that has "r" in it. Tried rolling your R so many times, it's literally, yeah. It's just really hard for English speakers, and I think for most people, it's harder than the. I think it's harder than Arabic "ha," which also exists in Russian, because Russian is crazy. But that, I think that's actually a lot easier than people think it is for English speakers, because it's not too complicated. But yeah. That's why things like Spanish can sometimes be a little more complicated than you might think, but French, not so much. And studying Russian in school, it's quite difficult. Yeah, it's, I don't find it super difficult, because I was learning how to speak it for a little bit. I'm not anymore. I reached a 100-day streak on Duolingo, and then I stopped because I didn't want to keep paying for Duolingo Super, which is really helpful if you actually want to learn a language, like you're 100% committed to it. I just wasn't, and I wanted to stop worrying about keeping up my streak every day. But yeah, it's Russian is probably, I'd say, a medium difficulty language, wherein like if you're an English speaker, wherein like Spanish is easy, French is easy, medium maybe. Russian is medium. I'd say probably something like Japanese is probably hard. Mandarin is probably extreme, if that's a difficulty we're including. I'm trying to think of what would be a medium hard. What's in between learning Russian and learning... German is probably easier than Russian, but harder than French, I'd say. But what's in between? What's easier to learn than Japanese, but harder to learn than Russian? Arabic is probably harder than Japanese, I'd say. Oh, maybe Turkish. Turkish is probably a medium hard. Not an entirely new alphabet. No, Mandarin is harder than Japanese. 100%. I have a theory. I don't think English is the hardest language to learn. Because you can speak it so broken and still be understood. It's the only language that you can straight up, like, halfway speak, and people will still understand what you're saying. Like, broken English is a thing for a reason. It's because it works. To speak hard, to read not difficult. As someone who learned Japanese for a while, I would agree. I can get the general idea of a lot of, I can get the general idea of sentences in Mandarin that share characters with Japanese because they share characters, but I couldn't read them, frankly, in Mandarin or in Japanese, so... Japanese is easier, though, for sure. Japanese is easier to speak, 100%. So, like, here's an example of how English is not actually that hard. Technically, your sentence was wrong. Speakin' is not a word. You have spoke Mandarin your whole life, but you said speakin'. But I still understood what you meant, because it makes sense. Also, you've spoke Mandarin your whole life? What? You speak Mandarin? I know you said be right back, but you speak Mandarin? Or did I totally miss something? I did not take you as someone who would know how to speak Mandarin Chinese. Also, there are a lot more Chinese accents and dialects than there are Japanese. Japanese doesn't really have too many dialects at all, and the dialects they do have don't change much. Whereas, like, the difference between Mandarin Chinese and Cantonese is basically a whole new language. Oh, you meant English? Okay. So you can hear... Oh, okay. Got you. That's what I thought. For some reason, I just assumed that. That you could hear me. I don't think I've ever been this active in talking, ever, while playing PowerWash. Focus. Don't tell me to focus. I was finally engaged with chat. And it's going really, really quickly. I've been live for an hour and a half. What the fuck? I gotta make sure I don't go over into my 2:30 time slot for something. No, I know, but don't point it out, because then I get ultra focused. This one's easier to clean than the Ferris wheel. It just is so much bigger than it. But because this one's so much easier than the Ferris wheel, and so much more linear and horizontal, rather than completely all at an angle, means that I can sort of just like run an algorithm in my brain. I can run like a macro. Hi, Zoppy. Why early? I want to finish this freaking game. Next thing is going to be Clean Volcano. If you actually just spoiled that for me, I'm going to be very mad. I'm going to be quite mad if you just spoiled that. Have I ever cleaned my keyboard? Yes. You haven't played the game? Okay. It didn't, that's why I assumed you didn't actually spoil it, because I know you haven't played it, and also it doesn't make sense to clean a volcano. I think there are multiple missions still, or multiple jobs, before the last one. Like, I don't think this is the penultimate. I gotta switch my weight to the other side. What time is it for me? It is 12:30. Nice. That one. 7 hours, yeah. I don't know if I'm in Eastern Standard or Daylight right now. I think I'm in Eastern Standard. No, I'm in Eastern Daylight. For sure. I'm in Eastern Daylight. Because we've sprung forward. And we're waiting to fall back. You have some random country as your time zone? I have New York as my time zone. Even though I don't live anywhere near New York. But time zones are vertical, so it's still the same thing. So are you sure it's some random country? What is the country? I would assume you'd know what the country is. And also where it is. You're gonna check. It's probably maybe Estonia. It could be the Russia place. Don't remember what it's called. It starts with a K. What? Gaza? I don't even know where. That's not a. Neither of those places are countries, by the way. Neither of those places are countries. Oh. It's a city in it's not in Israel. You can't say that, unfortunately. It's in Palestine. It's a city in the Gaza Strip. See, that's part of why I'm not religious. It just causes war. Religion is a reason to cause war, to start wars. That's all. That's all it is. Doesn't bring people together, really, anymore. Never really did. It's always been a reason to discriminate. It's also fueled racism. It's fueled sexism. It's fueled homophobia, xenophobia. All because we wanted to explain things that we were too dumb to actually be able to explain. And then I also don't understand why people who believe in the same God would argue with each other. The Christian, Jewish, and Muslim God is the same God. They're all the same. Allah, God, and Adonai are the same freaking thing. Why? Why fight? Why fight about it? It's pointless. Now I'm getting rated on Twitter. Joke's on you. It's not called Twitter anymore, and I'm not on it because of it. I don't go on Twitter anymore. I don't even have a Twitter account. I got rid of it. You're in school, so you're here, but not for long? Got you. Well, wait, shouldn't you be in school? I'm gonna ignore it. What's up, Lily? I've been in streams while I've been in school before. I get it. I'm not gonna tell on you. Xenophobia is fear of immigration, or immigrants, or foreign people. Fear of aliens is actually... Xeno comes from the word for alien. So it's technically fear of anything alien to you. It does sound weird. It is weird. But it's one of the most common fears in America. Oh, is this like 5 p.m.? 9 p.m. Shit. You have a no phone rule, but you're on a bus going to another school. Nice workaround. I'm proud of you. Should I be? I don't think I should be. I don't think I should say that. I'm going to be proud of you, but I'm going to say it off record. That's off the record. I didn't say it. If anyone asks, I didn't say it. I do not endorse watching my stream instead of getting an education. But if you're going to do it, I'm not going to stop you. We actually are going to clean this pretty soon. That's crazy. I didn't think I'd ever get this thing finished. Oh my god. It's almost time to start cleaning the ceiling. We'll get off once you're there. Alright. As you should, frankly. I heard of a little game called TF2. I have. I've played it ever so briefly. I did not have fun with it, though. It's quite popular. Oh, are you asking Lily? Oops. Well, everyone? Okay. I've heard of it, but I think you knew that. I thought he was Jeff Jefferson the 13th. I thought he was the 13th, not the 12th. Hold on, I actually want to check this. Yeah, Mayor Jeff Jefferson the 13th. Oh, 1984? Wait, what? What year is it? Why would this advertisement be that old? Meet the spy. Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Fuck you. Oh, I have to clean the individual lights? There's no way I'm getting those clean. Did I get that light clean? Not even close. I have to get my ladder. Where's my ladder? Jeez. I didn't foresee having to do all this. Okay. Woof. I should switch to this and just do it with that nozzle. Nice. Oh, you're explaining the whole thing. That's crazy. Yeah, I never got into any of that. I don't even remember what class I used. Or character, or whatever they're called. Hello? You should be clean. Excuse you. Thank you. Nice. Okay, I might actually get this place friggin' done. That'd be crazy. And I might even have time to do another friggin' thing. Depends on how big it is. Oh wait, is all of this multi-purpose? No, I'm not going to use multi-purpose cleaner. It's fine. Well, I have a lot of it. Hold on, I don't want to use metal cleaner. Oh no, I don't have much of it at all, actually. Oh, no, the ceiling is metal. That's why that cleaner was working. What? Okay. Arthur, don't make me hurt you. Yes. In that situation, size matters. I feel like this song has played like 12 times. Oh no, we've just been playing a lot of Oros music. I don't want to play that. I don't want to play that. Yeah, sure. So what was your least favorite thing to clean so far? The Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel was actually the worst. I utterly hated it. Okay, well that was fast. Yeah, I hated it. I need the ladder. Okay. Excuse me. God. Nice. You have to go now? Alright, it was nice to see you for a bit, Lily. Have a good one. You've seen so many people come and go, aren't there? Okay, what did I miss? Oh, I actually am not entirely sure. I didn't clean all the benches? Really? And there's still more stuff? Tactile platform floors. Okay, staircase wall. Oh, I missed one of those? Really? I missed this one. Wow, nice. I missed a tunnel light somewhere. There are a lot of those. Ah, it's that one. And uplighting ledge. Hell yeah, I missed one of those. God. I can clean that from up here. Bam! Oh, it took like 2.5 hours. You forgot the trains. Oh, that took like 2.5 hours if you include last night's stuff. Wow, that is satisfying. Wow, that is actually satisfying. Wow. That's impressive. Wow. Clean the fortune teller's wagon. Why do I have to keep going back to this place? Alright, I'm gonna stop the VOD here. That was fun though to clean the subway. Alright, bye VOD watchers.